I'm sorry for my voice, I'm sorry for my nose, I'm miserable. I am back to talk about some books that I've recently read. Some of these were still from 2017, but that doesn't matter. The first book I'm going to talk about, I actually mentioned in my favorite books of 2017, so if you've seen that, you already know some of my thoughts on it. Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray, this is book 3 in the Diviners series. Like I said, it was a favorite book of mine. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was amazing. Such a wonderful and incredible addition to this already amazing series. Since it is book 3, I don't have a lot like plot-wise to say about this book. Oh my god. I love where the story is heading. I love every single one of these characters so much, and I was actually crying a lot about a thing that happened, and I still can't believe it happened. Also, we got an asexual character. This is a series that is just getting more and more diverse, and I was really excited that we got to meet an asexual character in this book. Also in a female-female relationship. This series is incredible, and if you have not read The Diviners yet, please go and read it. Actually, go listen to the audiobooks because the audiobooks are incredible. The narrator does such an amazing job at giving every character such a unique voice. Next, I read Ash by Melinda Lowe, which is a female-female retelling of Cinderella, which I was so excited to read. Sadly, I didn't love this book. I did enjoy it on some level. I gave it 3 stars. This story was just very description heavy, if that makes sense. A lot of things were described, everything was described, and even though the writing was very beautiful, I just prefer stories that have a bit more dialogue and focus more on like character interactions and that. So that was something that I didn't quite enjoy about this book. There was a lot of build-up to the actual story, like almost half of the book. It was split into part 1 and part 2, but like the actual story that I was expecting, it just took a while to get there. This book just didn't fit my expectations and what I like in books, but I still thought it was a very beautiful story. I don't know if that's something that's present in the actual Cinderella fairy tale, but there was an addition of fairies in this, which I thought was really interesting. Then the first book that I actually read in 2018 was Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna McGuire. I actually just filmed my review for this book, so I'm pretty sure it will be up before this video, so it will be linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you check that out. So I'm not going to say too much about it in this video, but I will say I loved this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I loved everything about it. Thank you again to the publisher for sending me this. This is book 3 in the Wayward Children series. Absolutely beautiful. Loved. The world building, the characters, the writing, just everything about this book. And lastly, the book that I recently finished, actually today as I'm filming, also took me a very long time to read. Like I said, I'm not the best at reading right now or getting books finished. The Story of Lizzie and Darcy by Grace Watson. This is also a female-female retelling, this time of Pride and Prejudice. More of a modern day retelling, which I really liked. I did try to read Pride and Prejudice, I think it was in 2016. I never really finished it. Yeah, so we have Lizzie, who is about to start an internship at this publishing company, and then we have Darcy, who also works at a publishing company, actually her own publishing company. I don't remember her siblings in the original Pride and Prejudice, but yeah, she has Jane as an older sister, and then Mark and Sander, who are her younger twin brothers. Darcy has a younger brother, and then there's also Charlie, who doesn't have any siblings in this retelling. Anyway, we follow Lizzie as she's starting her internship at this publishing company, and then like in the original, her and Darcy kind of start off hating each other, but not really hating each other, just misunderstanding each other. And then they get to know each other and start liking each other. And I really enjoyed this story. I thought it was so well done. I loved the transition of their relationship, how it went from hate to kind of getting to know each other and then starting to like each other. Also, what I really, really loved about this story is that the characters were so diverse, and I loved how it was done. Lizzie is a lesbian, Darcy is bisexual, there's a transgender character, there's an asexual character, there are people of color. I don't remember how she was described, but Darcy is a person of color, and I'm pretty sure Charlie is as well. So really diverse, really, really appreciated that. The story was wonderful. It did take me a bit to get into, but that might have also been my reading slump. I thought this was a wonderful story, and I really recommend it, and I think I gave it 4 stars, though I might raise that up to like 4.5 because as I'm talking about it, I'm realizing how much I actually loved this story. So those were the last few books that I've finished. I would love to know what you've recently been reading and what you've been enjoying. Tell me down below in the comments or come talk to me on Twitter. And that was it for this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!